We should have seen this coming. There have been rumors about this for years, and it's finally happening. iTunes is dead. So now, as independent artists, what are we supposed to do? My name is El Marquis, musician, rapper, record producer, unashamed Christ follower. Today, we're going to discuss what do we do now that iTunes is dead.
El Marquis Productions.
First and foremost, you should not be stressed out that iTunes is dead. I don't know if Apple's actually officially confirmed this, but I've heard from multiple sources that you will still be able to purchase music through their music app. I'm assuming that's Apple Music. But like I said, I'm not sure if that's actually been confirmed yet. If it has, I'll be able to update you as time progresses. But anyways, let me get to the point that I need to make in this video. In my opinion, one of, if not the most important things you need to take away from iTunes shutting down is not putting all of your eggs in one basket. Remember in, I think, around 2016, 2017, when SoundCloud was in danger of being shut down? Remember when people were afraid and stressed out and pulling their hair out about what to do about their music now that SoundCloud is going down? Well, that's probably because they put all of their music on SoundCloud and nowhere else. And when you do things like only depending on one platform to put your music or your content on, then you run in danger of losing your fan base. You built up your fan base all on that one platform, and then out of nowhere it just disappears. Thanos snap. And so to avoid situations like that from happening, you need to put your music on as many platforms as possible, such as Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon, Google, YouTube, anywhere and everywhere. So in 2019, if you somehow only put your music on iTunes, not sure how that's even possible, but if you only depended on iTunes for people to find your music, then you need to start putting your music on multiple platforms so people can still have access to your music and can still support you. Another thing you need to do, if you haven't been already, is primarily promote your fans to stream your music rather than purchase it. The majority of people stream music anyways. I guess I'm like one of maybe 5 people in the world who actually still buy music. I don't buy music super often, but when there's an artist that I want to support, especially if they're a local artist, then I like to support them by actually buying their music on iTunes. But most people actually stream music now on Spotify and Apple Music and Tidal and everywhere else. So even though iTunes is getting canned, most people weren't really using it anyways. So since people mostly stream music and don't really purchase music on iTunes anyways, you need to learn how to promote yourself on these streaming platforms and take advantage of the services that they provide. You need to educate your fans on how to actually support you through these streaming platforms, and you need to figure out for yourself how you're able to generate income through these platforms. Another thing you need to do now, if you have not done this in the past, is find other sources of income. If you want to do music full time, you should not only rely on one source of income. So if you only relied on iTunes sales, still not really sure how that's possible, but if you were only generating income through iTunes sales, you need to diversify your income, like yesterday. Even when iTunes was around, I've heard many people complain that it was impossible to make money off of music because CD sales are declining and all this other stuff that's not really true. It's very possible to make income through music. You just need to find other ways to do it than the traditional CD sales. You can make money through streaming revenue, through touring, through selling merchandise, sponsorships, licensing your music to television and film, beat leasing, selling drum kits and sound kits and samples online. There are so many ways to make money off of music other than iTunes sales. So why freak out about it? You need to find out what works specifically for you, your team, and your business, or whatever situation that you're in. Study it like crazy and take action on it. You shouldn't have only relied on iTunes sales. You shouldn't only rely on streaming revenue. You shouldn't only rely on beat leasing. Whatever you do, you need to diversify your income. So if something like iTunes tanks, or if something like Spotify tanks, or anything in relation, if anything that you're on tanks, you still have something else to still provide you income. And one final thing you can consider in this new era is to create your own platform for people to find your music and your content. You're not in control of what happens on platforms that you don't own. iTunes is the best example right now because obviously you couldn't control that iTunes is shutting down. Another really good example is YouTube. YouTube changes its policies and its algorithms like every 5 seconds, it seems like, and it's getting harder and harder to grow on the platform. It's getting harder and harder to actually make money off the platform, and we're not in control of it. If you're not an owner of YouTube, you don't have any control of the platform, and that's not even necessarily a bad thing because we don't run it, we didn't make it, we don't really invest any money into it unless you're using it for ads. We don't own these platforms, they're not ours, and we're not in control of what happens to them, what regulations happen to them, or if they get shut down or anything like that. So if you really care about having control over what happens to your music and your content, you need to own your own platform. And that can be something as simple as just having your own website. It's not super hard to make a website. You don't need to know a whole bunch of coding. You can find a service such as Wix or WordPress or Weebly or anything else that's similar to them and create your own website, create your own platform, and you can have it host your music, You can sell merchandise through it. You could have a subscription service that can entertain or educate your fans. And the most important thing about it is that you are in control of what happens to it. You're not in danger of it shutting down in the same way that you are with iTunes or SoundCloud or YouTube, and you make the rules. You can do literally whatever you want. So if you really care about being in control of your content, not being worried about it being taken down or removed, and being able to do whatever you want with your own content, create your own website, put your music, put your merchandise, put whatever else you want on that site, drive traffic towards it, and then you'll be able to take control of your business, your content, your music, everything. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you've seen today, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you know whenever I upload new videos. And you can go down in the description below and check out my social media, my website, as well as the background music that was used in this video. So now let me know, what are you going to do now that iTunes is shutting down? Are you going to freak out? Are you going to start promoting streaming services more heavily? Are you going to build your own platform? Are you going to do something else that I did not discuss in this video? Do you agree with what I said? Is everything I said bogus? Let me know in the comment section below. My name is El Marquis Productions. God bless.